Hey guys, we're going to go over the different age groups today from 4 through 9 and what to expect with them. I'm a teacher who teaches 4 to 15-year-old kids, so I'm going to break it down 4 to 9. 10 is another story. We don't want to know. We'll get to 10. Why? Why can't I shut up? You know? Sorry. So, all right, guys. All right, so kids, I love them, but they love to test your patience and not listen and do things that they think they know everything for. Anyway, so I'm in my mid-20s. I'll be expecting kids here pretty soon. I'm a substitute teacher. I teach kids full-time in the daycare program and as a substitute teacher and as a private tutor. I teach from the ages of 4 to 15 years old. It's actually 17, but my 17-year-old is now going to college. She finished last year, and she had a birthday in the summer, and now she's going to college, so I don't have a senior, anyone above 15 right now. So, anyway, guys, we will be going over this video, we will be going over this video over the ages of 4 to 9 years old. So at 4 years old, it depends on the child, but this is when they're starting to remember their earliest years, and they might be a little funny. 4 to 5 is definitely different. So actually, we're going to start with 3 to begin with, because 3 is when they don't remember very much. 3, 4 to 5 is very, very different. So 3, they're very funny. I have a few students that come up to me. I'm not going to use their real names, so Danielle, and I'm not going to give last names either. So Daniela and Parker, they will come up to me, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "You big meanie," and I'm like, "What? I didn't do anything." And then they'll start laughing, and then they'll be like, and run off. And then they'll come up to me again. They'll be like, "You have a fish in your eyes, you have a puppy in your eyes, and then you have sand in your eyes." And I'm like, "What? I don't have any of that." And then I'll start chasing them, and they'll go, okay. And my other one, I'll call him Matt. Okay. So Matt he's so cute. He is 3. And he has a sister who is 5, and they're both adorable. And basically, if I put a ball in front of one of those little fans that we have to cool down the school, with little ones that the kids stay away from, he'll go up and he'll put the ball in front of the fan to where he's allowed to go up to, and it'll blow back, and he'll start laughing. He'll go, and he'll jump on it, and it's just the most joyful thing ever, These kids are absolute crazy. Make sure you don't kill their innocence, okay? They're kids. I wish I could have that much fun putting a ball and watching it go like that, but he's having fun at that age, so let him have fun, okay? They say weird things. The way they ask for things, they'll be like, at 3 years old too, they'll be like, I thought my daddy told me about this, and I was only trying to see if I could do that. Okay, Matt, I'm not really sure what you mean, but okay, just nod with them and just tell them, because you could reason with them, you could try to figure out what they're saying, but it's not even worth it, okay? Don't even don't even bother, okay? So the 4-year-old age, just say yes and move on. Now the same kind of applies for the 4-year-old age group over here as well too. 4-year-olds is when they're beginning to know how to talk, make verbal sounds. They're able to, how do I put it? I have a lot of 4-year-olds, but I can't think of anyone in specific. So they kind of do similar to what 3-year-olds can, but they're not so much quieter, intelligent, like kindergartners in the sense. They're more free-minded. They more do whatever they want to do. They don't have too many questions. They just go about things. They make a drama over everything. So I'll give an example of Ben, okay? So Ben will come up to me, and if he they don't understand they can't play with the big kids, and they're very yes and no. One moment he'll be like, "I want to play football." The next one he'll be like, "No, I want to play." What? Ben? And then they like to come, if you're playing football catch with the big kids and some of the 8-9-year-olds want to play, they will try to wander in there, so you have to be extremely careful. They will wander to places and think it's okay and think you're a meanie for telling them not to wander to. No, you have to tell them you're trying to not let them get fucking abducted, okay? So it's okay to be mean, Rather have you be mean than some fucking child abductor take them and be mean, right? You gotta be strict and you gotta be strict. So they will, like, if I tell Ben, like, if he's upset that he can't get the ball with the 8 9 year old big kids, and let's say he's not being noticed enough to be shared with, he likes to be, we like to tell them to share, but sometimes the 8 9 year olds are hard to, like, they don't pay attention to the little kids and then they do their own thing and it's like, come on. So Ben will go, like, play on the swing set that he's not supposed to play on, and I'll be like, hey, we can't go there, we can't go that far, and then he'll start crying. I'll be like, oh gosh. So then, like, and then I calm him down. I obviously pick him up, and then I say, like, hey, you okay, sweetie? Like, don't worry. Like, you, I don't have kids, so, like, I can only know so much. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I've been around this for a lot. So basically, what I tell them is that I tell him that it's okay. And I'm like, did you get? Did you get mad that I yelled at you? And he's like, like, he nods his head. I'm like, oh, okay. Did you get mad that you couldn't play football and that you couldn't play on the thing over there? And he nods his head again. And I'm like, okay, I think I knew that's what it was. And then he starts crying. He's like, I want my mommy, my mommy. And I'm like, oh. So he's fine after 3 minutes, the tears are away and he's back running, going, trying to play basketball and do something else, you know? So he's fine. They cry over everything, you know. Like the next day, like when I told his mom, she was laughing, and the next day he started crying because he wanted the basketball and someone else didn't have it, and then the 8 year old gave it to him, and then he stopped crying, and then so there's only so much crying you can control. Okay, all right. Or my other one, we'll call her Julie. Okay, so she thinks it's funny. She, like, thinks it's funny. Like, if someone is sitting in her seat, like, that she wanted, that's not even her seat, she'll start crying and say, I wanted that seat. And then she'll just make a, like, I will literally, she'll throw a ball into the marsh area. I'll come back, be all sweaty, like all dirty, and be like, oh, I got it for you, Julia. She'll be like, give it to me. And I'll be like, what? You say thank you. Here's the ball, you know? And then, oh my God, she's going to bring the gray hair out of me, Julia. I swear to God, you know, Julie. So she, she basically what's it called? She's funny. We're, like, running around in the daycare, and I'm running around with a bunch of kids, being like, "Oh my God, the bad guys are gonna get me," and I'm playing with them, and they're laughing. And she takes the pretend cell phone and says, "I called the bad guys," and then I'm like, "What? What did you do, Julie?" Like, so they're funny. They will keep you busy. They will argue over anything at that age. At 4 years old, they will. Oh my God, they are insane at that age. Okay, if they will literally, like, if you say, "Come inside, we're done with playtime right now," like on the playground, and we got to go inside. Like, let's say it started raining or doing whatever, right? She will literally look at you and then run the other way outside, and it's like, what? Don't do that. So now we're gonna get to the 5 year old age group. Now they have a little bit more of their own mind. They think they know everything a little bit more. So they will try to be mischievous at this age. Boys try to run at me. Since I'm in my mid-20s, it's okay. Boys safely try to run at me with their full body weight. They think it's funny. They love to play, like, soccer ball, baseball. The 5 year old girls got a little bit of an attitude at this age. They do like to color. We'll give an example of one little 5 year old girl. So I'll be like, "Hey Nicole, put the coloring books away, guys. It's time. It's snack time, okay?" And she'll literally just keep coloring and coloring, and then I'll hear 30 seconds later, "Give me 5 minutes," and I'm like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me right now?" And then I was like, I told my mom about it at home. She's like, "Yeah, welcome to having kids. They do that in even their teenage years and their mid-20s and their early 20s too." And I said, "God damn it, God fucking damn it." So, you know, yeah. So the boys, they think it's funny to, like, be rough, as in they think it's funny to be mischievous. They will try to, like, throw sticks around. They will, like, they literally were throwing sticks at each other. When I told them to put it away, and I was saying I was counting down to 5, and they have 5, he'll want till 0 to put all the sticks away. They literally say, "Let's go under the playground and put our sticks there for charging." And I'm like, oh my God, these kids, these fucking kids, dude. And they literally just, they charge their they think they're charging their sticks under the little playground. But I don't kill their innocence because they're kids, you know? They're gonna do that type of stuff. Okay? And now we're here to the next point. The 6 year olds. The goddamn 6-year-olds. This is where they start getting a bit of an attitude, thinking they know a little bit more. If they see some other kid crying, they'll be like, "I didn't cry when I was a kid. I never cried like that." Like, no, shh, be quiet. You know, like they're not as affected by like the funny stuff anymore. They don't think it's fun to blow a ball in front of a fan anymore. They think it's they think they think they have a little bit more of an attitude. And then at 7 years old, this is when they start asking why for everything. Why do I have to do this? Why can't I play that? Oh my God, Nate, I am going to kill you if you ask me why one more time. And at 8 to 9 years old, they do the special thing. Okay? We'll call him Richie. Every day he pairs up with the 7-year-old kid, like who asks why about everything. He's like, why can't I do that? Well, that's stupid. Why can't I do this, and that? Oh my God, I am going to kill you, Richie. The principal said we could play on the blacktop. Why can't we? Because I'm keeping an eye on 2 areas that the kids wanted to play here. The principal didn't know that we were us doing that, so that when the kids chose these 2 areas, we have to play here. I can't keep an eye where the cars are coming. You want to literally play where the cars are coming when there's no cones out. And when his mom saw me doing that, you know what she said? She said, "Thank you. No, I agree with you. He's wrong in this scenario. You're right. Thank you for keeping them safe. He should listen to you." And I said, "No worries." I said, "It's probably just karma for me asking those same questions when I was a kid, you know." And then then she told me, she's like, "He used to be more annoying than that, if you could believe it." And I just started dying of laughter. Then I'm like, oh my God. But you got to be careful with these kids. So I was just like, Anthony, we can't, like, if his mom's there, obviously you don't yell at him anyway, but you definitely don't yell at him if his mom's there. But you say, "Hey, Anthony, I can't keep a track of you on the blacktop here if I'm keeping track of the kids down here, especially when the cars are coming," you know? That's another kid that I was thinking of who was making me, was asking that same question along with Richie as well, too. So I didn't use a real name for that kid as well either. So I'll be like, for all of them, like, "Hey, if the cars are coming up here and we're not coning off the cars, I can't keep an eye on here, and I don't want any of the kids to get hit by a car, you know?" And I'm like, since they wanted to play here, I just got to keep an eye on the 2 things down here. So yeah, those are the different age groups, 4 to 7 years old. I love them all. They're all so cute. They're all pain in my ass. Sorry, 4 to 9 years old. 4 to 9 years old, okay? So we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much, and have a good day.